Welcome back to Waste Nights. We're playing Safe Passage. It's a two-player game. I got one quick correction here from the last episode. I put a bunch of dice here so that I would remember. That has to do with Nellie Thompson's trash armor. We used it to deflect 1 damage, and when you do that, you have to flip the card over and, flip it to this side. We started on this side, so we used it to deflect 1 damage, so it becomes damage. So we need 1 to repair it. We can do that with a camp action. Nellie has a 3 repair, so it's easily repaired, but she will have to camp. Alright, it is now Lisa Gomez's turn. She's sitting here in Perth. And of course, the first thing we want her to do is we're going to have her move so she can get somewhere. I think we're going to try and get to this token here on 27. I believe it is. So let's figure out how she's going to get there with movement points. Alright, we want to get Lisa here over to this space. So I think we're going to do, I'm going to get out the beads here. She has a movement with the Jeep of 4 spaces. She's going to start off in the road for, that's going to be 0 movement. And now we can go through this road space for another 0 movement, but we have to pull a hazard token, a waste night token. So I think we're going to do that. So 0 movement, 0 movement. We motor along and we get to this mountain space. That's going to cost 2 to get into the mountain space. But she has a movement of 4. Not a big deal. I was trying to figure out how to get here with bypassing all the hazards, but you can't really do it unless you take the super long way around. We don't really have too much time to fool around with that, so we're not going to do it. So that's her path. So she goes road, road, hazard, road, and she's going to end up on the plot point space in the mountains, so she will have a mountain encounter. But we do have to pull a hazard token out of the Waste Knight's bag because she traveled through a space with that. So for her encounter, she gets either a other wound or 2 wounds. Oh wow, okay, this is nasty. Alright, we're going to be pulling an encounter. Let's see what she gets. So she's on a mountain space. So top card of the, well, this is the mountain scrub deck. We'll give that a little shuffle, I guess, so you know that I'm not cooking it. And boom, we're going to see what we get for her encounter right there. For her first action after moving, it's encounter F. Okay, resolve entry from F from the plot sheet. If there's no matching entry on the plot sheet, discard this card and draw another wasteland card. So let's see if we have an F on the Dampier Road. And we do indeed. If we look down at the bottom, we have F corresponds to 26. So we're going to consult the book, page 26, and we're going to see what she has for an encounter. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, and we're going to have that encounter happen. Alright, it's pretty lengthy, and remember we do have a hazard token here, so we'll see what applies. It says, 3 men are slowly walking along a forest path. They look as if they were going to fall down at any moment. Even from a distance you can smell their stench. They have rags tied around their eyes, and they're using sticks to find their way. Stranger, says one of them, although we haven't spoken a word, please help us. So we can choose to help them. You demand a payment for your help, or one of them has a bag and its contents will soon be yours. Oh dear, do we want to just go ahead and help them? So this, I believe, is just an encounter, so we're just going to get 1 damage. I don't think that's contamination. That's just a straight up damage. So because we're having an encounter, we are going to get a damage. But maybe we're going to get into a fight, so I'm not exactly sure how we resolve this. Alright, let's decide that we either help them or ask for payment. Lisa's a scout. I think she's going to go ahead and help them. That means we go to page 108. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so over we go to entry 108, and we're going to see what that has to say for trying to help them. It says, the men tell you the story of an attack on their village. A raider gang has burned it down and gouged all the eyes of the village dwellers. The culprits are still there, eating away the village stocks. One of the blind men pulls a grenade out of his bag. I've stolen it from the raiders, he explains. You just need to wait until they gather around the campfire, and you can send them all to hell. You take the grenade, go on your way, or you take the grenade and decide to avenge the strangers. Oh dear, let's avenge the strangers. Well, do we have time for this? I mean, we could just use the grenade for ourselves later on when we have to storm the island fortress. You know what? We're going to take the grenade and go on our way. That's a very scummy thing to do, but we need resources, and we don't want to get into anything else. So it just says, put the item, you put the item into your backpack and leave, ignoring the desperate, pleading screams. Search the gear deck for the frag grenade and keep it. All right, so we're going to find the frag grenade, and because we had an encounter, we will take 1 damage as well. All right, so Lisa Gomez gets the frag grenade. Let's take a look at that. And she also gets 1 regular wound for the encounter. She has 7 health now, down from 8. And the frag grenade is advance. So ahead of combat, roll 2 dice, 2 red dice, and apply the results. If you roll double of those symbols, you suffer 1 damage. Then discard this card. So this is pretty cool. We're going to put that into our Jeep storage. We can hold 5 gear items in there. I guess I'll put it sideways. They tell you to put it sideways so you don't get it mixed up. So I can get 1, 2, yeah, we can get 5 gear into our Jeep. All right, that was our first action. I think let's go back to where she is and we'll figure out her second action. All right, for her second action, she's on the space with the token here, space 27. So we're going to go ahead and collect this. I'm not sure, I think we keep that by her side. And if we look into Dampier Road, and when we do space, do a plot special action, only on a space of challenge token when you start performing this action, resolve the entry. So space 27, so we're going to see entry 60 in the book for that special encounter there. So let me get out entry 60 and we'll process that for Lisa Gomez. All right, let's see what it says. All right, 60. People in Perth aren't sure what's happening on the island, but they know that before the Scourge, a Royal Australian Navy base was located there. It said that the scientists from the Old World Order, an organization looking for ancient technology and lore, should have more information. It means a journey to the OWO's mountain outpost. Ooh, C246. So we're going to flip to 246. So as you can see, it's a choose your own adventure kind of game. 246 takes us over here. All right, is that what it said? 246? Yep, 246. And we have to test survival 3. If your blades is at least 1 green die, you obtain 1 additional success. Her blades is 1 green die, so she's going to automatically get 1 success. But she has to test blades, or sorry, survival 3. So she's going to be rolling. Let's take a look at her card first. Alright, so she does have a green and blades, so she gets 1 success automatically. We need 3, remember, and she's going to be, for survival, she's going to be rolling a white and a green. She's got +1 success. Let's get out the dice tray and see if she can pull this off. Alright, so a white and a green. We're looking for 2 successes because she automatically gets 1. And she gets 3 right on, so she pulls it off, no problem. Whatever it is, test that she needed to do. And let's go back to the book now, 246, and continue. Pass. Your vehicle is buried in a snowdrift, so you have to cover the rest of your way by foot. Your shoes are useless on frozen rocks. You reach the place long after dark, chilled to the bone. You stand in front of a tall fence protecting the base. You have no idea what waits inside. C. 209. Alright, so we made it up to the base by walking there through the snow. 209 takes us here. You've been waiting for over an hour when suddenly some kind of device springs up from beneath the snow and a voice can be heard. Who are you and what do you want? Wow. Choose one. We can say, I live in Perth. Our city is in danger and we need help. You lie. C176. Or you can say, I'm a merc looking for some aid. You tell the truth. Do we tell the truth or do we say we live in Perth and we're in danger and need your help? Oh boy, do we lie or do we tell the truth? Well, we've already stolen a grenade. Let's go ahead and lie. 176. We're from Perth and we need some help. So go over to 176. OWO helps no liars. Leave now, the same voice says calmly through the speaker. I'm not lying, you start to add more credibility to your story, but the metallic voice interrupts you. A few meters to the left, a steel arm with a gun springs up. You're not going to check if this crap actually works or simply looks intimidating. Discard the challenge token from your space. Damn it! Okay, so we discard the challenge token. Ha! Well, we should have told the truth, so we don't get to keep this one. We discard it. Well, damn. Okay, that didn't go well for us. And that's the end of Lisa Gomez's turn. So now, the end of the turn, we have to advance the time tracker because we're at the end of the round. Alright, so we managed to scavenge a grenade by being scummy, and we lied, and it's the end of round 1. So boom, we are now into round 2. Now remember, we get to round 10, we're going to lose the game. But we get to 5 and something else happens. Well, we did not get that token. Alright, I'm going to zoom out for today. We're going to wrap up our episode, and that'll be it. Alright, so relatively short, but I do want to just go ahead and do one character per episode, and that's what we're doing. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Waste Nights. We're playing the scenario called Safe Haven. We're trying to collect as many of these as we can, get back to Perth. We kind of failed on this one. We did get to the mountain retreat okay, though, here, but we blew it because we lied, and they knew we were lying. I don't know how they knew we were lying. I guess they have very good detectors. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. We'll be continuing on. Of course, next episode we'll be back to Nellie Thompson here on her dirt bike. She's going to be trying to head as fast and as far as possible across the other side of the map because there's a bunch more tokens over here. Again, we need to collect at least 2 and get one of us back to Perth here, space 33, to kind of get to the end of the scenario. And yeah, blew it. Alright, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time for Waste Nights. Safe Haven. We're playing a 2-player game with Nellie Thompson, the Stalker, and Lisa Gomez, the Scout. So I'll see you in the next episode.